Hello, the students of the group 211. So today, this is our timetable. So today, according with the timetable is, let us see. Okay, so today is how much? Okay, the 12th, yes, the 12th of November 2020. Okay. So today we have a lecture, the lesson number 16, the lecture in computer science and engineering. Okay, so this is the lecture about class and the object, part 2, class and object, part 2. Okay, so let us start our Moodle and let us see our today's and yesterday's task. Okay, so let me start the Moodle. Okay, so you cannot see this process, but I need to start the Moodle. So at first, so the Moodle, Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so it takes some little time. Okay, so now your course, computer science and engineering first course. So now it is possible to show you the result, okay, of this opening. Okay, so this is our page, computer science and engineering first course. So let us, our achievements. So lecture 3, lecture 4, lecture 5, lecture 6, lecture 7, lecture 8, part 2. Okay, so today will be lecture 9. Lecture 9. Okay, so let us edit. Okay, and let us add a new topic. In Russian, новая тема. Plus, okay. Тема 7, topic 7. Okay, so which topic? Lecture 8, class and object part 2. Okay, so let us add. What we add? We will add the page, the HTML page. Okay. Okay, so lecture 9. Which lecture 9? Class and object part 2. Okay, so here must be the lecture. Okay, so after this preparation, so let us start the Microsoft Visual C++ 6.0. So you cannot see this process. Okay, who is enter? Okay, Ahmed is here. Very well, Ahmed. Okay, so I continue. So now I start the Microsoft Visual C++ 6.0. Okay, yes. So, and I give you possibility to see it. Okay, so Microsoft Visual C++ 6.0. So let us open our yesterday's project with the name class. Okay, who is next? Okay, let me see. Okay, So this is maybe Emmanuel, so entangled with Jesus, entangled with Jesus. So first was Emmanuel, so today he is entangled with Jesus. So the other is Archangel. So very well. Archangel today is absent. Means Elijah. Okay, but Emmanuel with us. Very well. So Emmanuel, nice to see you. Okay, so Nathan Talek. So Nathan Talek Morel. So nice to see you. Okay, so let us open our recent workspace. Okay, nice to hear you. Okay, the class. Okay, so this is the topic, the how it is. This is the top of our course. Okay, how to compile the class. First, it is necessary to declare. So to declare the fields, the variables, and to declare the functions. So to indicate the headlines of all the functions. And after this, it is necessary to realize the function of the class. So next step after the declaration. So after semicolon, the realization of functions. So called methods. How much methods we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 methods. So it is necessary to realize 5 functions. This, and this. So first will be first function. Okay, Samir is here. Very well. Okay, so Amir. Okay. So let us copy the prototype, the headline of the function. Okay. And let us enter here. This is the first function realization. Okay, but because we have the classes, so the classes, the number of classes may be very big. Okay, so now we have one class. So in realization, before the name of the function, cPoint, the same name with the class, so it is necessary to indicate the name of the class. Okay, cPoint again. So I indicate cPoint and put double colon. Double colon, it is the operator of the extension of the visible area. So it means that this function cPoint is a member, is a property, I'm sorry, of the class cPoint. Okay, here it is understandable, yes, because they are declared in the frames of this block of class declaration. But here, I'm sorry, again point. Okay, here it must be indicated that this cPoint, okay, Elijah is here. Okay, this cPoint is a property of cPoint class. So after this must be putted the realization in the block, the realization of function. So here we will realize the first function. How we will do this? So I have the text of this program. Okay, so now I open my book. Okay, so now I will show you this book. Okay, please see now. I will use the compass. Okay, this is my book. Okay, so 2 authors. Authors book. So the book is in Russian. So the programs written in C language to programs created in Visual C++. Okay, so this is part 2, the book part 2. Okay, so today we will continue the objective-oriented programming, the classes and object. So now I will open the proper program and I will continue the realization. Okay, so let us return to the Microsoft Visual Studio and let us.
Hello, sir. I'm present. Just having network issues.
Nice to hear you. I cannot see you. Yes, but I hear you. It is very good, very good. So instead of your picture will be some the picture of some unknown man. Okay, Elijah, very well, very well. If it is not comfortable for you, you can switch off your picture only, but please listen carefully. Okay, okay. So class in C++ language must be put to obvious functions. The first function is called constructor of the class. The constructor. It is necessarily in C++ language a constructor. The name of constructor coincides with the name of the class necessarily. What we do in the constructor, Okay, so as you see in constructor we have how much? 1, 2, 3, 4 parameters. So the number of parameters coincides with the number of variables, of fields of the class. So the first parameter, it is initial value of x, the second initial y, the third initial r, and the fourth initial c. X and y, these are coordinates of the point in the screen. R, it is the radius, so instead of point maybe a circle. Yes, and C, the color, initial color. So how we initialize? So in constructor we give all these our fields x, y, yes, r, and c, the initial values from the list of parameters. So x is ix, initial value of x, taken from this list of parameters from this place. Okay, so in this place will be the number which indicates the horizontal coordinate. So y initial, vertical. Okay, so ir, initial radius, and initial color. Okay, so this is initialization. What is the purpose of constructor? The initialization of the data, of the fields, so-called fields. All the data now is called fields, fields of the class. These are fields. Okay, so this is the realization of the constructor. So the realization of the second function. The second function has tilde before it. This sign is called tilde. This character is called tilde. Tilde. Okay, so this is a destructor. Okay, so we must to put the same, to do the same. So before the name of the destructor, to put the name of the class and put here tilde. So tilde, it is shift and the shift, and let me see you where is tilde in the keyboard of the computer. Okay, so let us stop the demonstration. Let me take the web camera. Okay, and let me show you the position of the tilde in the keyboard. So this is a keyboard. Okay, so this is tilde. As you see, this is the upper left button. Tilde. So this shift must be accompanied by the shift. Okay, so this is tilde. Okay, so let us return to the demonstration. Okay, so the destructor C point, the destructor has no parameter, void or simply nothing. Okay, so the realization of the destructor. Okay, let us see the realization of the destructor. Okay, in destructor, so all the variables return to their zeros position. So x is 0, y turn to 0 variable, this position, 0 is placed in this position of memory. 0 is placed in R position and 0 is placed in C position of memory. Okay. So this is a destructor. So destructor is called in the end of the program. So the constructor is called necessarily in the beginning when you will create the object of the class. When you will create the object of the class. So let us save, and let us close this workspace. Okay, and let us open one of our recent workspaces. For example, which workspace? Okay, for example, this workspace. Okay, this workspace, but this is many file project. Okay, so it is not so good to open this many file project. Okay, maybe it is better to open some other place. No, not this many file project. No, it is bad idea. Okay, so let me open some other project. For example, laboratory 23. Laboratory 23. Okay, the file laboratory 23 CPP with structures. Okay, so let us compare this file and the file of our program. So let us open again, open. Recent files, our file, CPP file. Okay, so and let us compare. So here is the declaration of the class. Yes, let us return to the structure. So here is the declaration of the structure. What is next after the declaration of the structure? After the declaration of the structure with the type struct, this is a structure with the name as worker, the structure of workers. So we had the structure of students as student. Okay, so we created three structures, the array of structures. Okay, so this is so-called the object. Okay, the array of structures, the object. So first we declare, and only after this we create three structures, three objects, three places in memory. 3 places in memory, how much? So 20 plus 20 plus 8, 48 bytes. So we create 48 plus 48 plus 48. Okay, so we create this place of memory here. Here we declare a new type as worker. Okay, and here we create three the array of this type. So 3 variables of this type. Okay, so after the declaration, so the creation. But let us return to the C++, to the C++. Let us return. Okay, no, not here. Okay, in C++. Sorry, so let us open again. Our, yes. So here the class. So after the declaration of the class and realization of its methods, how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 methods left. So it is necessary to create the object, of the class, Okay, how to create the object of the class? In the same way as we created the object of the structure. Okay, let us open again the file with structure. Yes, so to indicate the name, and after this to indicate the name of the structure. Okay, so and in the, I'm sorry, in the case of classes, the situation is the same. Let us return. Okay, so after the declaration of the class, after realization of function, it is necessary to create the object. How to create the object? For example, indicate the type, the name of the class C point, and put here the name of the variable. For example, my point. Okay, my point, but so when we end, that's all. So after this, we create one object of the class, like in the case, let us return again, like in the case of structures. Okay, structure was created the object of the structure. Okay, so first declaration of the structure. After this, we create because no functions, nothing to realize, only fields are possible to put in the structure in classical C language. Functions are absent in C language, put it together with fields. It is a feature of C++. In C, this feature is not possible. Okay, but after the declaration, we must to create. Yes, we create. So as worker, the name and the name of the variable. So we create the array of 3 variables. Okay, so and let us again return to our class. So yes, so we declare, we realize all the methods. So let us imagine that we complete realization, so all 5 functions. And after this, it is possible to create the object of the class. So C point with the name my point. But in this case, so automatically the constructor is called. So our constructor, so in comparison with destructor, in destructor we have void here, void. So nothing. Yes, but in constructor we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parameters. So here, when we create the object of the class which constructor has parameters, we must indicate the values of all its parameters. So my point, let us open. Okay, and indicate, for example, what is the initial position of the point horizontally, how much pixels. For example, 20 pixels from the left. Okay, how much pixels from the top in Y? Y is measured from the top. For example, 30 pixels. Which color? For example, color number, which radius? For example, radius 0, so it is really point. Okay, so and which color? For example, color number 5. Okay, so this is the creation of the object of our class. So the constructor is called automatically. So what happens after in this row? So we create the object. So in memory, so we create how much integers? 4 integers. Each integer requires 4 bytes. So 4 times 4, 16 bytes. We create 16 bytes, but only the fields. And we create a lot of bytes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 functions. So each function has the list of parameters. For example, here in the list of parameters, we have 4 integers too. so 16 bytes. So in this function we have 16 bytes too, but each function requires so-called stack. Each function has stack, so their own size of memory. So we create here a lot, a big piece of memory, a lot, very long string of bytes in memory. Okay, so and in parallel, so the constructor is called automatically. Okay, and in the variables ix, y, r, and ic, so the parameters of the constructor, so are putted the values. So in the place ix, is putted 20, in the place y are putted how much? 0, here is 0, yes, yes, in the place ir are putted 0, and in the place ic are putted 5. And after this, after the execution of the constructor, so in the place x are putted the same value 20, in the place y are putted 30, in the place I 0, and in the place c 5. So here we complete a lot of operations, a lot of operations. We create a very big line in memory, okay, and we put here 1, 2, 3, 4 values, and we put here in the initial 4 places of the memory, okay, so the same values because of constructor. Okay, so but we will create the object in the main function when we execute in executable part. Okay, when we execute, so at least we must complete the realization. So after the realization, because we would not realize hide, show, and move function. So this is a creation. So the creation will be in the very far future. Okay. So now it is necessary to continue the realization. So now it is necessary to realize the hide function. The hide function. This is our user's function with the name hide. Let us see how we declare. So void, the type, the keyword void, must be put before the extended name. So here before hide, after the type, it is necessary to put the name of the class in double colon. Okay, void, hide, void. Okay, after this, it is possible to realize this function. So what is the purpose of the hide function? So how the point, so this program demonstrates, emulates the motion of the point in the screen, the motion of the point. What does it mean, motion? It means that point appears first in the place with coordinates which 20 and 30, 20 from the left and 30 from the top. Okay. After this, we must erase this point to hide it. Instead of to hide, because this is emulation in the not visible mode, not picture, we emulate in the text mode. Okay. So we must put the information. So printf function, what we must put? The information. So point off, so we erase point off, and indicate the coordinates in which place we hide the point. Okay, so the X place and indicate the format, how much positions. So how much positions we have now? 2 positions. 4 positions will be enough. So percent for D. So 4 positions and decimal. Okay. After some space, So the same with y, y percent for d, percent for d. The same with r, r percent for d. So we indicate the parameters in the state of hiding. Yes, and the color, with which color we hide this point. Okay, in the screen, in which place and with which size and with which color we hide this function. After this, it is necessary to put which variables we out. So do you see we have how much formats? 1, 2, 3, 4 formats in one message. So it means that we put out 4 variables. So after comma, it is necessary to list these variables. So first x variable with which format? With this format. After x equal, so must be 4 positions. So and 2 positions, and after 2 positions 20. After this some spaces y, so 2 positions, and after 2 positions 30, because for d means decimal, r and c the same, but 3 positions because only 1 digit. Okay, so x, y, r, and c. So this is our hide function. Okay, so we hide in this position. So in the same mode, let us realize the show function. The show function. The function show. Okay, so it is necessary to add here the global name of the function, point, double colon. Okay, so you see that we have to choose a lot of members, How much members? So 4 fields and 1, 2, 3, 4 members and 4 members and 4 members, because the constructor must be put it anyway. So the constructor is defaultly must be put it in the class. So the constructor is absent in this help. In this help window, the constructor is absent. So constructor must be put it anyway. Okay. So the show, yes, the show. So the show, we know that the show is void. And now let us realize the show function. After hiding, after erasing the point in the some place of screen, we must change the coordinates. We must move. To the coordinates must change. X must change in the dx, y must change in dy, grows, r must grows in dr, c must changes in dc. But it is the realization of move function. But after the move, so it is necessary to show in the next place, So we hide. After this, we have the increment of x, y, r, c in the move function. We will realize move after realizing the show. And after this, to show the function, to draw the function in the next place. Okay, so it is necessary in emulation, because we would not draw in textual mode in console. Okay, in console in text mode. So we show point on, we switch on the point. Okay, the situation is the same. Yes, so this is the realization of show function, the emulation of the appearance of the point in the next position. But we must increase x, y, we must change. So between these 2 functions. So it is necessary to put in the class function move with increments. Okay. So again, it is necessary to put here the global name of the class. Okay, C point and colon, double colon. So semicolon is not necessary. Yes, and the realization of move, which will be the realization. The increment, so after 10 minutes, will be the end of our conference. So the conference will end automatically. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the message. This is the message. Yes, let us return to our compilation. Okay, so the move function. So it is necessary to change x and y, r, and c to put them other values. So let us copy this initialization and let us put here. So, but instead ix, it is necessary to put here the delta x, so the increment of x. So here delta y, the increment of y, the change of y, the next y. But it is better to put here even previous position of x, x plus dx, x plus dx. So y previous plus dy, dy will be put it in function move. For example, move, when we will use in executable part move, for example, 0, 5, 0, and 3. Okay, so what does it mean? So it means that x was how much? X was, for example, 20. So after first step, x will be 20 plus how much? Plus 0. Тобто, I'm sorry, тобто це in Ukraine. Okay, so the position in horizontal does not change. So point will move only in vertical, in 5 position down. Okay, so 30 plus 5, 30 plus 5 pixels down. Okay, so r was 0, okay, plus 0. So r does not change. The radius remains 0. So, and the color 5. Yes, 5 plus how much? Plus 3. So the color must change from the 5th color to 8th color. For example, 5th is blue, 8th may be green, for example. Yes, so x plus dx delta x, the emulation of x change, y plus d y delta y, so r plus dr, the parameter, the third parameter, okay, and c r plus c, I'm sorry, c plus dc delta c. Yes, okay, so this is a move function. Yes, the realization of move function. But so in a C language, so it is possible to make shorter, Okay, so you know that I equal I plus 1, it is possible instead of this to put I plus plus. Okay, so, and it is possible instead of this records, to use the short record with the help of operator plus equal. So this means instead of this, it is possible to put this record x plus equal dx, x plus equal dx, x plus equal dx. What does it mean? That first we take dx from the list of parameters of this function. After this, we plus operator work so we have the priority of operator. So plus operator plus x. So, and after this, it returns to the next value of x. So instead of this, it is possible to put this. So x plus equal dx. So y plus equal dy. Yes, r plus equal dr. It is the same. It is a short record. Okay, but other operator plus equal plus equal plus equal. Okay, so it is for you when you maybe will see this operator plus equal or minus equal or even multiply equal. Okay, what does it mean x multiply equal dx? It means that x equal x times dx. Okay, so and even x divide dx. So what does it mean? That x equal x or dx, for example. So this operator are used. Okay, x plus dx. Yes, this is the realization of move. So let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 methods, so-called methods in the class. We have the terminology. All the data are fields of the class, and all the functions of the class are the methods, are called methods. So these are fields, these are methods. Okay, so the realization of 5 methods. Okay, first method, second method, third method, fourth method, I'm sorry, and fifth method. The realization is over. Okay, so now it is possible to execute. How we execute? To start executing part, the main function, executing part. Okay, so let us again return to our structure file, okay, and see. So in the case of structure, it is necessary only to declare the structure, to put here semicolon. It is necessary after the declaration of the structure to put semicolon. And after this, it is possible to create the object of the structure. But let us return again in our workspace, in our project class. Okay, but in the case of the class, it is not only necessary to declare, but after this to realize all the methods of this class. So how much methods? The same number of realization we must have. So 5 methods, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 realization of 5 methods. All the methods must be realized. Okay, so and only after this, let us return again. It is possible to create the object of the class, the object of this new type. Okay, only after this. Okay. So let us return to the class and let us start executing part. So we will create in the main function, So void main void. So void function is a starting point of any program in C and C++ language in console. So main function must be obviously in each program. So this is the starting point. Okay, starting point. So now our demonstration will be terminated. So after the termination, after 5 minutes, we have 5 minutes break. Please return to the same conference. Do you understand it, my students?
Yes, actually, we understand it very well.
Ahmed understand, but who understand in parallel with Ahmed? Please tell me. The other.
Yes, I understand.
Understand. Who understand with Ahmed and Samir?
Yeah, I understand.
So Amer understand. Okay.